In this video we shall discuss how to achieve the same results with joins or with subqueries with in keyword. In the first two tasks we have to show all subscribers who have ever taken a book from the library, but in the first case we have to use join, and in the second case it is prohibited to use join. The expected result is the same for both tasks and it looks like this. To achieve that result with joins we have to select the identifier of a subscriber, the name of a subscriber without duplications, and we get that information from subscribers table, and we use the subscriptions table only as a source of information. If the identifier of a subscriber is in that table, that subscriber had taken a book. The solution for Microsoft SQL Server and Oracle is the same, and now we shall see how it works. The join operator looks for matching values from this table and this table. So here's the one, and here it is, here it is, here it is, and so on. And once such a match detected, all that records are placed into temporary result. But you may see that for this record there is no matching value here, and so there is no such record in this temporary result. Then the distinct keyword works. It eliminates all duplications, so several lines become one line, and here is our final result. But be careful, we here select both ID and name of a subscriber. So these two subscribers have the same name, but different IDs. And so distinct keyword does not eliminate one of those records. But here we select name only, not ID and name, but only name. And so these two subscribers become one. That also may be a good result for some cases, but not for our case, so this is wrong and this is right. In the second solution we have to produce the same result without join operator. So we have to use a subquery here. We have to select all subscribers' IDs without duplications, and we select those IDs from subscriptions table. As we remember, this table contains only those IDs of those subscribers who have ever taken a book. And then we select information about all subscribers whose IDs are in that set. And we use that keyword in. The solution for Microsoft SQL Server and Oracle is the same, and now we shall see how it works. This is the first result of subquery. This is the result of subquery after a distinct keyword. And then the DBMS checks for each subscriber if his ID is among that IDs in that set. If yes, that subscriber should be placed into final result. If no, in this case there is no 2 here, this subscriber should not be placed in the final result. And here is how our final result looks like. In the next two tasks we have to show all subscribers who have never taken a book from the library. And in the first case we have to use join, and in the second case it is prohibited for us to use join. This is the expected result for both tasks, and it looks this way. The solution with join is the next. We select subscriber ID, subscriber name from subscribers table, then we apply left outer join with that table, and we want only those records having null in matching pair for this ID. The solution for Microsoft SQL Server and Oracle is the same, and now we shall see how it works. Left outer join also looks for pairs of matching combinations and places those pairs in the temporary result. But unlike inner join, if a matching pair is not found for some value, you see no 2 here, that record is still placed into temporary result, but with null in this column. And we are looking for records with nulls in that column. That's how we get our final result. The solution without joins is the next. We also select IDs of subscribers who had ever taken a book. We select them in distinct mode without duplications. And then we select only those subscribers whose IDs are not in this set. So we use not in keyword here. And you should be extremely careful here. If the result of this subquery, here it is, contains at least one null value, the whole behavior of the DBMS is the next. It returns empty data set. This is not a bug, this is an expected behavior of a DBMS, of any DBMS. So if you do not want such a DBMS behavior, you have to use special functions to transform null values of this field to some predefined constant value. And now we shall see how this logic works. First we select IDs of all subscribers who had ever taken a book, then distinct mode produces such a small result, and then the DBMS looks for IDs that are not in this set. So this ID is in this set and that record should not be placed to final result. This ID is not in this set and that record should be placed into our final result.